Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm just going to hop around and jump around, but I've been sent some more Happy Mail by Sherry, and it's a ton of stuff, so I'm going to kind of jump around. And she sent me some beautiful napkins, and they're really colorful and beautiful. And I was going to show you what how I fixed them. Here's some with bees on them, and like Paris. Beautiful. And I've been so I was thinking, what could we do with those? So anyway, like I said, I'm jumping around a little bit, but she gave me some doll magazines, and I've been working from those as well. And like, I had gotten to these back pages and really didn't know what to do with them, but I was thinking on some of these, you can make, like I've been taking the well, I did get like a 9x9 paper pad, which had these in it, but I've been making a lot of ephemera stuff. I think I want to get into maybe making some ephemera stuff, but this all came from the doll magazine. And these are old magazines, like from the 80s and what have you. And I thought these would be really good to make ephemera out of. So that's exactly what I did. I cut all the little, the little pictures out of them. And, you could put backgrounds on them, but I think they're just adorable the way they are. Especially, out of this little doll magazine. And so you can make a ephemera out of that, or I cut that out. And you know how everyone's just putting together these little collages with little bits and pieces of paper, but I thought that would be really cute. And all I did was nothing more than cut these little ads out. And I thought that would be really cute to make little collages with. And then, she sent me these books that had this in it, so I've been cutting these apart, and they had some with 4 square pages and what have you, so I've been cutting those out and, making ephemera. And I'm wondering, should I put them in a little book or what have you, just to make them interesting. And then, I keep all my little scraps. And so anyway, I was playing around with, trying to think what to do with, some of these pages. And I don't want to throw them away because I like how they're kind of dated pages. And I thought that we can at least, how everyone has a hard time working with the napkins. So I've just been taking these pages, and I've already took the backs off the napkins and what have you, but I've just been putting them on here. And I have been taking my jelly roll thing, but that only works for so long until it starts getting sticky. But I have like a little clothesline over here in my, my closet. I converted it to like an office, so I got like a string of beads going across it. So I hang all these up. I use it as a clothesline. And we'll just do a couple of these. Let's see. These are some of the pages I got from Sherry. And these are some from, like, What Women Want. So, I really don't know. I mean, I love the pages and all, and, you know, but I think that, you know, you can make something more interesting. And I kind of like that they're a little bit stiffer. You know, they come out of the What Women Want magazine. If I can just keep them still. And I just made up a bunch of these one night. And then hung them on my little clothesline. Here is, let's see. Like, this here is a sheet of paper out of, it was a real estate book that you can get at the grocery store. So I tore the pages out of it. And I was cutting these napkins in half so they would fit on the page, so I wouldn't be wasting any of it. And that way, let's see if I have another one. Yes, I have another. Here's another one from out of What Women Want, or What Women Created. What Women Create, I'm sorry. And here's another napkin. And it makes them so much better to work with. Plus, I love the way that the background comes through on the napkin. It just gives it another element, another whole element to the whole napkin, that you can see that through. And I have some over here that I've made, kind of like a cook and show. And like this one here was the Paris thing. And Sherry gave me actually some blue napkins. So I actually stuck the blue napkin down and then stuck the Paris napkin down over top of it. And I think it turned out right good. Let me shut this up before I get too far ahead and forget all about it. And here's another one. But you know, now it's like paper, and now I can do anything I like. And you know, it has the, you know, when I go to glue it down, it's not going to tear as if it were a napkin. And then here's another napkin, striped napkin that she gave me. And I put it on this one, and now I can just use it however I like without having to worry about it tearing. So let me I'm gonna go through my journal here and how we done a flip through the other day. So I finished my journal, and we finished with that page, but I've been taking the scraps. Hang on, let me get the book. You know, I had this book here from Park Lane, and I think it might be 8x8. And I've been taking it, and I just cut out a bunch of different pages, the strips, and put them down. And then I believe this may have been out of one of the doll magazines, the flowers. And I'm thinking this may be out of What Women Want, and I just cut all the red up and just sort of pieced it together over here like a vase. And then cut a bunch of blue and green out and pieced it together. And here I call this my 1,000-piece coffee mug, but I took this here, probably was a sheet of watercolor paper, and then, you know, sprayed it with the Diane Reevely Dilution Spray Inks, the Fresh Lime. And then this here was, I couldn't really tell you because I'm always mixing them. If they get low, I'll mix two together. But anyway, this come out of the 8x8 Park Lane, and then this come out of maybe the Variety magazine. And, you know, I just took different colors down here to make, like, you could see the saucer and the handle. And, you know, I think I got this idea from Pinterest. And I did the same over here. Took all my pink pages out of What Women Create, and I drew some lemons, and then I thought I would, you know, these are the rub-ons that you get from Dollar Tree. But I believe once I put all these on, I believe I, like, color washed it with my watercolors over the pink, and then I think I may have took the red and acrylic or something, wetted it down, and maybe went in between and just added a little something else to it for a little spark. And these are all little things from the 8x8 Park Lane. But I took the decal, this here decal, We Are Memory Keepers Tear Guide. You know, it comes like a set of 3. And then painted this flower, as you can see. And then took a bunch of out of What Women Create. And then made my little flower in the middle. I'm really enjoy painting and collaging all in the same breath. I kind of want to get back into painting, and I did a big painting, like a big 3 by 4 foot painting in my hallway of a clown. I've been wanting to do that forever. And I believe this come out of the doll magazine. And I pieced her together and made a bigger doll. I believe these come out of the little doll magazine. And yes, some of them's going to stick together. I need to take my baby powder and go over some of these. Some of these are quite thick, but you can see I took one of those pages, you know, that came from the What Women Create, like this one here. And I just cut it up. It had a bunch of watercolor. You know, it would have like a smear of a watercolor and then the name underneath it. And I just took the 2 pages and just cut up a bunch of 1x1 squares. And then proceeded to paint this over top of it, as you can see. And here was my triad carrots. It's a little dull looking, but theirs on Pinterest was a lot more colorful, but you know. And I thought I would take the wording from Variety magazine and make the stems, and then take the bigger wording and make the little stalks. And here I took a bunch of out of the 8x8 and made the little petals. And then this was from Sherry's things. And then proceeded to, well, first of all, you know, I had to paint my background. And then, you know, you can see I went over like 2 or 3 different colors over the stems. And then I think the middle of this here, I don't know if you can tell, it was a back chat. It was a back chat, and I put it around here and then added a little bit paint over top of it. And this one here, I kind of tried my hand at, someone had spilled coffee all over the page and was going to try to let it bleed in, but I had took not instant coffee, and they had used instant coffee, so it kind of more or less puddled and kind of didn't do like I really wanted it to do, so I had to really just let it puddle and just let it just saturate overnight to even get some movement. And then I took one of the distress crayons, which, you know, I thought I was going to be making flowers once I did that, but after I did that, I took the sheet that had the stamps on it. I think it was from Sherry, but I have one in that 8x8 also. And I took a bunch of this was a beautiful napkin that was real colorful, and I just put a little square around each of the back of the stamps and then cut them out with my little scissors that gives you that little stamp motif around the edges. After I stuck all the remainder of the napkin that I didn't use. And here you can see was that napkin again. But you know, this was after I had attached it to the paper. So all I had to do was cut out a bunch of strips. And you see wording through the back of the napkin. And then this here was my, this here actually was the napkin. That colorful napkin. But I had used both of them. They were so pretty. I just, you know, first of all, put it on a sheet of paper so it would be thick. And then stamped it all out. And then cut them out. And here was another attempt to, someone had used like 3 different colors of yellow, green, and red, orange to, and just threw it on the page, and then you were supposed to draw flowers over top of it. Well, I couldn't get it to move around, and it wasn't seeming to bleed into the paper even after I painted it white. So, after it wouldn't bleed in, I took the 2 halves and put them together. And then I drew this lady on it. So, it's supposed to be her dress. If you can see that. And then, in that package that Sherry gave me also, was a bunch of wonderful washi tape. And here was out of the doll magazine, and here you go again. Here was the same thing as right here. This was the butterfly page, and I cut all the butterflies out. And then these were in the doll magazine, and you know, I took the cue from someone had painted a vase these 2 colors, and I said, they look really good together. And there's one of my little bubbles. And these come out of the 8x8 pad paper again. And just drew on. And then these here are my stamps. And this come out of the doll magazine. And then here was my last page. And did y'all think I was not going to use my bubbles? I got to use my bubbles somewhere. But anyway, I thought I loved this little fish someone had done. And I thought I'd try my hand at... So I took a 12 by 12 piece of paper and, you know, painted this fish. And put my little bubbles on after I smeared like 3 different colors of black and blue all over the background. But Okay, guys, that's it for today. And that is the end of my book, and finally finished that. And hope you enjoyed my video. And if you could, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as always, see you tomorrow.